Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am here today to do the end of the year book tag, the 2025 edition. I always seem to think that this literally means the end of the year, and so I wait until the end of December to do this tag. But this tag, which I believe was created by Ariel Bassett, I was tagged by Book Chat with Pat. And so, yeah, I wanted to try to get it in a little bit earlier this year. Now, this is one of the tags that gets done over and over and over again, year after year after year on Booktube. So I'm not going to tag anyone, but if you want to do this tag, you definitely should. And if not, don't forget about it next year. You can do it then. And if you don't have a channel, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Please feel free to answer any of these questions about, the approaching end of the year, which is nutso to me. Okay, question 1. Are there any books you've started this year that you still need to finish? So yes, I am reading The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton. So yes, I will definitely, I will finish it this month, I'm sure. Yeah, so, and more about that on Friday. Question 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into at the end of the year? I always find this question so confusing, like an autumnal book, like a book I would read like every autumn into winter. For one thing, like sometimes it just goes straight into winter and we don't have much of an autumn. But no, like I don't really have anything that I would say like is a good transition into winter. I mean, we've already had snow here, so not much, but yeah, I expect more in the future. So question 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? No, I have plenty of books to read. I don't need a new release. I mean, that hasn't prevented me from buying books lately, but which I'll show you guys on Friday. But no, I don't know. I don't know enough about new releases anymore. So question 4, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Well, so I'm going to read The Greatest Gift. And look how beautiful this edition is. This came from one of you. I just love it so much. I was trying to find an illustration here. Yeah, there's the beginning. So this is by Philip Van Dorenstern, and it was the story that inspired It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle It's a Wonderful Life this year. I cry through the whole film usually, but I'll do my best. Another one that one of you sent me is Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. And Claire Keegan is an author I've just discovered this year. I read Foster in March as part of the Irish Readathon. And so I think every time I saw this book, I didn't buy it because I thought it was a Christmas book, which it seems like it might be, but, or maybe it's Christmas adjacent, like Christmas happens to be going on, but that's not really like the focus of the book. Anyway, I don't know anything about this book. Jason wanted to watch it on, or was suggesting I watch it the other day, and I was like, no, I have to read the book first, and it's super tiny, so I'm sure that won't be a problem, but I am very excited to read it. And then the third book I bought earlier this year, and it's just chunky. It's taking up too much room on the cart. I got it for $1 at the used bookstore. and that is John Grisham's The Runaway Jury. I have held off on watching the film all year long. I normally watch it at least once a year because I love it. But yeah, so I really want to see how the book compares to the movie, and I think I should be able to fly through this, even though, but it, like you can see, it's taking up a lot of room, and I would love to put it in a little free library or something along those lines. Okay. Question 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Definitely. I definitely think that's possible. Right now, kind of thinking this could definitely make it to the top 5 for sure. But I don't know, like, I just read blindly. You guys, I have no idea what is going to happen in the books I'm reading, so please don't ruin it for me. But yeah, so I mean, and I'm gonna read more in December. So I definitely think something could come along and knock my socks off. So yeah, that's exciting. I learned early on, I think the first year on Booktube, my favorite book of the year was the last book I read that year. So, question 6, have you already started making reading plans for next year? Well, yes, I have. I most certainly have. I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 buddy reads planned. I have at least 3 events. And yeah, so I will, as we get closer to the end of the year, sit down and write out my plans for the year, my goals for the year. It's definitely going to be a year of reading things I already have, because there is no room in the library once again, even though, I mean, we did not buy this bookcase very long ago, but everything's just, yeah, like there's no room for anything. So yeah, but in even my library cart, there's not any room. And so, like, there's several books that I think I could just read and then, you know, again, take to a used bookstore, take to a little free library, like I'm not going to read again, you know? So I definitely have a few things like that on the library cart. I'll probably just focus on the library cart, like will be where my attention is the rest of this year. But yeah, so anyway, I'm really excited about next year and the things I have planned. So I do just in general want to say a thing about tags. I have been tagged so many times. Bless your hearts, you kind, wonderful people who have tagged me in the If I Owned a Bookstore tag, and I have not done that tag. And this is why, you guys, I don't want to own a bookstore. Even if money is not an object, you know, anyone who works in retail out there, like, I have so much sympathy for you at this time of year. I really do, because I have been there. Every time I look at the questions on that tag, and again, I've been tagged so many times. I bet it's like 5 times I've been tagged for the If I Owned a Bookstore tag. And the truth is, you know what? I just don't want to. I want to sit in this chair with a cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate, and I just really want to read the books that I own. So yeah, I worked for Barnes & Noble for 4.5 years, and I realize that that's a very different experience now, and it's also different if you're working for an independent bookstore or a used bookstore. But no, yeah, that is not a dream of mine anymore. I mean, you know, I did love, like, you know, when we have questions about like upcoming releases and stuff like that, there was a time I could have told you what was on the bestseller list, all that kind of stuff. But now it's just, it's these things. It's the things I have. I did take some books to the used bookstore not too long ago and kind of like looked around but resisted. I do have some new books to share with you on Friday, which I'm really excited about. But anyway, so I just wanted to thank everyone who's tagged me in the If I Owned a Bookstore tag, but I'm actually not going to do the tag. So thank you for thinking of me. Anyway, if you want to do this tag, go for it. If you want to answer these questions, 1, 5, whatever the case may be, feel free to do so in the comment section. As always, if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji. You can give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back on Friday with my Friday Reads video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.